Yo, what is up, bitches? It is your man on the mic, Big Daddy Bling, and well, Bling Nation, my baseball homies, how about those Cubbies? They could be the first team to clinch a divisional crown with a win today. Yeah, man, I know. But let's hear from you. First up, it is Randy from Indiana.
So, Big D, yo, man, I just think that any team with LEDLC is gonna win. Put that guy in the Hall of Fame right now.
Yeah, man, yeah, I mean, Ali just makes the game look easy, doesn't he? It's like he's a cheat code. Next up, we have Aussie from Illinois.
Mate, Broseph, Cubs GM deserves a lot of credit here for putting this roster together. There wouldn't be any Dela Cruz if it wasn't for me, him.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I mean, this Cubs roster, it is special, no doubt. Brad from Boston, I mean, just say your line, man.
Yo, Big Daddy, I just want to say that the Yankees don't really suck this season, but they are still behind Boston.
Go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hi guys, I'm Multi-Villain and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. It is Season 8, Episode 6. I lost track of where we're up to there. Season 8, Episode 6, and today we have a chance to win the division. We are playing the Cincinnati Reds. They are already eliminated, and a win will see us top the division, unable to be caught. And we can sort of take the rest of the time off there. Now, if we have a bit of a closer deep dive into these standings, we can see that although we are a very good team, we are no Boston Red Sox. They are absolutely flying. They are going to win 100 games this year. And the Yankees, Brad from Boston, is correct. They don't suck this year, but they are still very much not going to win the division behind Boston. So, yeah, that is perhaps worrying that there's two teams on the American League side of things that are very, very good. But in terms of our division, I mean, we're looking at the Braves, who of course knocked us out last year as the second best team. We've got a couple of teams in our division, and then the West is not particularly strong. So I don't know. You let me know what you think is going to happen here. While we're here, we'll have a quick look at some of the league leaders, and we can see there Dela Cruz is still top of home runs, still top of RBIs, though DJ Stewart, the second best DJ in baseball, is right up his backside, and Fernandez isn't too far away either, is he? Stolen bases. Not only do we have Dela Cruz and PD Crow at the top, De Leon, I think, has 27, 26, something like that, so he is right there. We almost have the top three thieves in the division. Then we've got, you can see there, Dela Cruz just continuing to be right up there in every division, every stat. Sandman Alcantara is suddenly second in wins, and Montano is second in saves as well, and is not too far away from entering sort of all-time single-season records there. I think he's probably third or fourth on that list already. So yeah, it's going not too badly. If we go and have a quick look at the fixtures and how we've been getting on. Now, of course, we left off with that win against Chicago, the White Sox, and then we went and we had Kansas City at home. We won the first game. We had a washout, so we had 2 games in a day. We lost the first one, won the second one, so that's not too bad. We went to Detroit, lost one in 16, which was a bit of a bullpen killer, to be honest, but oh, how we came back in game 2. Our bullpen clearly a little bit stronger than theirs, and we scored 10 runs in the 7th, 4 in the 8th, and other than that, it was a pretty close game. So yeah, very, very nicely done indeed. If you have a look at some of the hitting in this one, let's get that there. Pratt had a 5 RBI day. He hit a home run. Actually, the only home run in the game. In the game, which is interesting, considering it was so high scoring for us anyway. And if we have a look at the pitching side of things, it was a good outing for us. Tanabe, it's his first win in Major League Baseball as well. So congratulations to him on that front. You'll notice their starting pitcher, Layup, that is someone that was ours that we traded for earlier on in this season. So I don't think we made a bad trade getting him out by the looks of things there. So that was Detroit. We won 2 of 3 there. Then we went to Cincinnati. Now, they have really given us a tough time this season. We won 2 of 3. It was a 4-game series over to September, and they split that series with us, so that's a bit of a disappointment. Now, we had Pittsburgh and St. Louis, who weren't a mile away from us. We went and lost a series at home to Pittsburgh, and we then went and lost a series away to St. Louis. So we were looking a little bit tenuous there to see if we were actually going to go and win the division at all. But then we've gone on a run, and they very much have not. So San Francisco came to town. We beat them 2 of 3. We beat San Diego 3 of 4, including an extra innings loss. So it could easily have been a sweep. And in Game 4 of the series here, now we had a first career home run, and I will catch you up on this guy in a second. But it is Giordano with a first career home run. He has been called in with the expanded roster. My plan right now is he is going to come into the lineup full-time next season, with Petey Crow departing to free agency because we just can't afford to keep him. So yeah, he hit his first career home run in this one. You can see him batting second in the lineup there. And the pitching, Murillo did a very good job in this one, and the bullpen more or less saw it out for him. So excellent stuff all around. We then went to LA, so that was a bit of a long overnight trip. Thankfully, it was a nighttime start for us in LA after a nighttime start. You'd think you'd have this game in the afternoon, wouldn't you, to give yourselves time to actually get to LA for the next day. But anyway, we managed to win, which is a very good effort. 2 of 3 in that series. We then went to San Diego, swept them there. Again, Cincinnati giving us a bit of a tough time. We've only won 1 of 2 of this 3-game series, but a win today, and that is job done in terms of winning the division. Now, our pitching numbers we can see here. Now, I will point out the other man that joined us under the expanded roster is Carlos Duran. Just a little bit of extra depth. We do have a lot of other guys in AAA who could easily step in and be ready for Major League Baseball. But Iowa is top of the division right now. So what I don't want to do is sort of rip away their season, basically, at the end of it here, when we don't really need the reinforcements. So yeah, Duran has come in just as a little bit of cover for the bullpen. But otherwise, other than that, everybody is doing pretty good. Pinto and Murillo and Montano continuing to bring their ERAs down. Montano's got to the point now where I'd say he's almost got back to, we could say he's having a good season. Pinto, not quite so much, but he is still bringing everything back to where it needs to be. So yeah, that is all decent enough from them considering the starts they had. The other concerning one I'd say is maybe Arturo Rocky. He is not having a great time of things right now, but I think we've seen enough from him in the past to think that to the end of the regular season anyway, we'll keep him, and then whether he makes the playoff roster could be a different question. Now, the one change we did make is Sandy Gaston is back from injury, so that's good news. And Oliver Rocky, who had come in to replace him in the starting rotation, he has gone back to AAA. And the hitters, it's going fairly well. Now, the one change that we've made here is Kevin Maid has come in for Pratt. Pratt has got an injury that rules him out of the rest of the regular season. He should be back. He should be back for the postseason, but he is missing for this one, so Kevin Maid comes back in. And he's done a decent job, to be honest, just coming back up when we need him to, filling in and then going back down. So, yeah, not too bad with him. Nate Giordano is the new man, and we'll have a look at him and Duran in just a second here. So, yeah, we're just getting him a little taste of baseball ready for his first full season next year. And the one man I do need to point out is Bobby Patterson. He is Rookie of the Year, surely nailed on. He was an all-star. We saw him at the very end, so kind of like we did with Giordano this season. We did it with him last year just to get him used to Major League Baseball, and it worked very nicely. And yeah, if he's not Rookie of the Year this year, then I think we can all pack up and go home. So yeah, that is just excellent news. But let's have a look at Giordano. This is him here. Very, very solid bat. Very good bat, in fact. And yeah, he's not too bad defensively either. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. If we have a quick look at what he's done in the farm system, and we can see he got himself into AAA very quickly. Has taken a little bit of time, perhaps, to sort of get to that level. But last season he was close. This season he's ready, more than ready. So yeah, he's up, and I'm hoping anyway. Like I say, we give him the end of this season in Major League Baseball, get him used to things, and then next year he'll come in and be sort of the indirect replacement, I suppose, for Petey Crow. And the other new name is Carlos Duran. Now, we have seen him up in the majors before, very sort of up and down. He's not really ever established himself, but he has done really, really well in AAA. Again, we'll go and have a quick look at what he's done. Now, I'll just cut off the top of his career there, because he's sort of, as you can see, gone up and down between levels. He's been around for a while now. He is 29, but he's never really established himself in Major League Baseball. You can see he had a season up here with us. I think we traded him, and then he's gone to around the world, but he's gone back to LA. Didn't really get a chance, but certainly didn't do particularly well. And now he is kind of getting a chance with us, and I'm hoping he's going to take it, because this season in Iowa, he was really, really good. So yeah, again, let's hope that he steps up and does a job for us. So to give you a quick look at the home screen before we go off and check these lineups, yeah, you can see De La Cruz just leading everything. You can see what I mean by about stolen bases here. De Leon has 27, so he's actually joint on third. So we are just very good at stealing bases. And I mean, look at these team rankings. I mean, some of them are a little bit behind. You can see where we stack up in the league rather than the actual numbers. Offensively, we're absolutely brilliant. Defensively, zone ratings and errors, we're right there. And yeah, it is just really a little bit the pitching that lets us down, but I think it's more than enough to cover for the bats right now. Oh, sorry, the bats are more than enough to cover for any sort of potential shortcomings in the pitching staff. So, yeah, let's go make this postseason and then see where we go from there.
On your feet, Chicago, as we punch those tickets to the postseason. At first base, it's Vlad Jr. At second base, it's Pedro Ramirez. At third base, it's Ellie De La Cruz. At shortstop, it's Aja Namala. In left field, a big Chicago welcome to Nate Giordano. In center field, it's Ernesto De Leon. In right field, it's Bobby Patterson. Designated hitter is William McQuaid. Behind the plate tonight, it's Pablo Aliasu. And your starting pitcher is Christian Scott.
Alright, so we can see the matchups here. The one matchup we lose is Ellie De La Cruz. I mean, that is, it rhymes for a start, but that's ridiculous. Come on. If that's the only matchup we lose, surely this is going to be a cakewalk. We're going to have De Leon in center field leading us off. We've got Patterson batting second in right. Then we've got De La Cruz, McQuaid, and Vlad in the usual spots. Giordano down in 6 in left field, then Ramirez at second base. Of course, Pratt injured, that's why Ramirez has come in. Then we've got Namala, Alien Dude, being Ballesteros a rest today, and Christian Scott, who from 30 starts has an 11-4 record, ERA of 4.14, and a whip of 129. Now, he's in a little bit of a slump right now, so let's hope he can find some form here. We're up against Freddie Tarnock for them. He has 30, I'm assuming, starts, a 6-15 record, an ERA of 6.05, and a whip of 149. So let's hope that he has this season, an 0-1 record and an ERA of just under 13. So we'll have some more of that, won't we? All right, let's win this game, make the postseason, and go from there. All right, so welcome to Wrigley. Jay Fox will lead them off batting 213. And yeah, like I say, if a win today guarantees things, apparently I have left on Discord, so we'll just get rid of that very quickly. So I'm not sure what happened there as I was trying to turn Discord off. I probably should have just paused the game anyway. I should name and shame the person who just messaged me, shouldn't I? Alright, so there's one down, and apologies for not being able to see. I don't know if you could see what happened, but I certainly couldn't. Spagnolo comes in. A little bit of a dodgy start there, but that should be caught by De Leon. It is, and that is 2 away. And now the reason we've gone with this today is just to sort of give you an idea and give myself an idea of what our team looks like for next year without Petey Crow. So that, as of right now, would be our outfield 3. And it is a strikeout for Christian Scott to end the top of the first. And it is De Leon to lead us off, batting 268 and with an 8-game hit streak going. So it is a 2-0 pitch. And make that a 9-game hit streak as he pops one into right field for a leadoff single. So very nicely done. In comes Patterson now, batting 292 this season. And as I say, surely Rookie of the Year as he pops that up. De Leon will go back to first. And it'll bring De La Cruz to the plate. Another one. Now here's an 8-game on-base streak going. He's batting 297 this year. He has, obviously, based off of that, fallen away a little bit as they get the lead runner at second. But we still have 1 on, 2 out for McQuaid, who's batting 293. Now he is now 9th all-time at the Cubs for home runs. So he continues to climb that list. He won't be adding to it there, though, that tally, because he's out at first to end the first. And we'll go into the second. Retta to the plate, batting 223 this season. It's a full count, and it is a leadoff walk. In comes Andre Yerzy, one of our all-Canadian Blue Jays, of course. He was batting 216. It'll be 214 after that. He's caught in center field by De Leon. So that is 1 away. In now will come Sean Benjamin. 1-2 pitch into left field, and Giordano can only field it on the bounce. So that is 2 on, 1 out, and a little bit of pressure here as Hernez, or something along those lines, comes to the plate, batting 257, a full count, and a walk to load the bases. So not ideal. Chicken Schnitzel comes in. He is batting 244. It's a 1-0 pitch. Double play would be very nice. It's not a double play. Giordano's there. Can he stop the run from scoring? It doesn't look like he can. So with 2 out, we fall a run down. Runners at the corners, and it will be Axel Sanchez to the plate, batting 229. An 0-1 pitch. And that is going to make it 2-0, as that is crushed, or lined, I should say, probably more than crushed into centre field. So it's 2-0, 2 out, 2 on for Jay Fox. And that is fielded by Vlad. Scott covers, and that'll end the second. But we've gone 2-0 down, and it'll now be Vlad to lead us off. Now he has a 16-game on-base streak going. He's batting 267 this season, and that's not going to improve it, as he is caught in left field for 1 away. In now comes Giordano. The first time we've seen him, he's batting 217. So not the greatest start to his career, but certainly could be worse, as he grounds it out to shortstop for 1 away. And in now will come Ramirez, batting 252. Now he has a 6-game on-base streak going, and that is not going to extend it. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for us in the second. Spagnolo comes back in 0 for 1 today, a full count on him. And that is into centre field. De Leon is there, and that is 1 away. In will come Dunno now. I've made fun of his name before, I think, haven't I? He strikes out. As if he wins that matchup versus Dela Cruz. That's insane. Retta will come up now. He is 0 for 0. He must have walked last time up. It's a 1-2 pitch. And that's more like it from Christian Scott. A nice quick 1-2-3 inning. And we'll go and have a bat. Namala to lead us off, batting 253 this season. A 2-2 pitch. Namala back to the pitcher, 1 away. Considering this guy's ERA was coming into it, it's certainly looking fairly good, isn't he? Alien Do now comes in. He's one for. He has a 1-1 pitch. I'm not sure what his batting average is this year. It's not great. It's in the 200s though, I think. 241 after that out. So it'll be De Leon now with 2 out, none on. He started the game off with a single, of course, and that will be into centre field's glove to end the third. So we haven't really looked like getting anything going, have we? And Yerzy will come in now to face Scott. He is 0 for 1 today. It's an 0-2 pitch. And that is hit into right field. Patterson is there, 1 away. Alright, it will be Benjamin now. He is 1 for 1 today. A 2-2 pitch into left field. Giordano's there, makes a simple catch. That is 2 away. And it'll bring in Hernandez, who is must have walked last time up. A first pitch swing this time. Ground ball to Dela Cruz. And that will be that for the fourth. So Christian Scott seems to have got himself going a little bit now. We need the bats to sort of rescue him here. Patterson, who was 0 for 1. 1-1 pitch into centre field, 1 away. In will come Dela Cruz now, who is 0 for 1. A full count. Dela Cruz, that was well hit into the left centre field gap to the ivy. And it's going to be at least a double as Dela Cruz slides into second. So 1 out runner at second now for McQuaid, as Dela Cruz extends that on-base streak to 9. 0 for 1 is McQuaid. There goes Dela Cruz trying to steal third. Oh, definitely in love. 37th of the season. And McQuaid now with a chance to drive in a run. And he's going to do just that as he slaps it down into the left field corner. And McQuaid's RBI double will cut that lead in half. It is now 2-1 with a man at second. And Vlad will have the chance to tie the game. He is 0 for 1 today. It's a 1-2 pitch. Vlad is going to do just that. Oh, McQuaid held up to make sure it went past the second baseman and stays at third. So runners at the corners with 1 away for Giordano, who is 0 for 1. A chance to add to his very early RBI tally. Doesn't need to because it is a wild pitch. McQuaid ties the game. Vlad goes to second, and Giordano can give us the lead. It's a full count. Giordano grounds it to the third baseman, and he will be out. Vlad will stay at second, and it'll be Ramirez with a chance. He is 0 for 1 today. First pitch swing. Ramirez to the shortstop, and that'll end the inning. But we draw level in the fourth, and Scott will now face Chicken Schnitzel. He is 0 for 0 with an RBI. He must have got the sac fly out to left field, did he? That is a grubber in front of the plate, and he's out at first. Well done by Alien Do. Sanchez, He is 1 for 1 with an RBI. It is a 1-2 pitch. It is a strikeout for Christian Scott, 2 down. And it is Jamie Foxx, 0 for 2. And that is into centre field. He will be caught. And that'll end the top of the 5th. Trying to think, his name's actually Jake Fox, obviously, but, you know, don't let that get in the way of some funny jokes. Namala, or jokes, I don't know if they're funny. An 0-1 pitch. Namala into left field, that'll be caught 1 away. In now will come Alien Do, 0 for 1 today. A 1-2 pitch. Alien Do recently too, he's stolen his first base of his career. Now, he's been around for a little while. Was he first choice briefly? But yeah, he's stolen his first career base, and he has no business stealing a base. I think he has stealing in pace of like 30 or something, but he did it. And yeah, that's excellent. But there we go. DeLeon pops it up into centre field. That ends the 5th. We're still tied at 2. Spagnolo. It's an 0-2 pitch. No, it's not. It's a 1-1 pitch. He's 0 for 2. Namala has that. He'll be 0 for 3 now. And that is 1 away. Dunno, 0 for 2. A 1-0 pitch. And that is popped up into left field. The fact that he won that match, and this has annoyed me, as you might be able to tell. The fact that he's won that matchup against Dela Cruz. Now, we saw pre-game that Dela Cruz is top of almost every stat. How on earth has it given him that matchup? Like, that is ridiculous, surely. Anyway, that's a pop-up, caught by Namala. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and Patterson will lead us off. He's 0 for 2. An 0-1 pitch, and Patterson grounds it to the shortstop. And that is 1 away. I think next year I am looking at Patterson batting second. He's not done a great job today batting second, but I mean, it's a one-off game. As Dela Cruz launches one, and that will put us ahead. That's huge. Will it put us into the postseason? We're already in the postseason, but you know what I mean. It's 418 feet. We're 3-2 up, and that is magnificent. We have secured a wildcard berth, obviously, if we can clinch the division today. I probably should have I put it on the Discord, but as McQuaid strikes out for 2 down, and it'll be Vlad. A 3-0 pitch. And he draws the 2-out walk, so it'll be Giordano with a chance now. He's 0 for 2 today. A 2-2 pitch. Giordano drives it to the second baseman, and will be thrown out at first. So we'll go to the 7th with a lead. Scott is done. So in the end, 6 innings, 2 earned runs off 2 hits. Not terrible, you got to say. So Lonsway will come in. ERA of 3.46 for him this season. It's a 2-2 pitch as Yerzy is his first man faced. And he strikes him out with what looked to be a very, very good pitch. That is 1 away. Benjamin comes in now. He's 1 for 2. It's a 3-0. So that is a 4-pitch, 1-out walk. And it brings the go-ahead run to the plate. Hernandez, who is 0 for 1. And that is into left field. Giordano can only field it on the bounce. So suddenly 2 on, 1 out. Lonsway, don't do this to me, man. Snitzel, who is 0 for 1 with an RBI. A 1-1 pitch. And that could be a double play. It wasn't very sharply hit, but it's sharply hit enough to send us to a stretch. We are 1 run up. We are 6 outs away from clinching the division. Okay, welcome back. It is Ramirez to lead us off. 0 for 2 today. An 0-2 pitch. Ramirez grounds it to the shortstop, 1 away. We really do miss not having Cooper Pratt at second, don't we? Certainly offensively. Namala now comes in 0 for 2. A 1-0 pitch. Namala! Oh, that went straight up. And that'll be caught by the shortstop for 2 away. And it is Alien Do now, who is 0 for 2. First pitch. Alien Do with a pitcher killer back up the middle. He has a 2-out single. Excellent stuff. And it'll bring up DeLeon, who is 1 for 3. Not done much since the first bat of the game, truth be told. As he strikes out, ends at the bottom of the 7th, and we go to the 8th with a 1-run lead. Lonsway to face Sanchez, who is 1 for 2. It's a 2-2 pitch, and it is a strikeout for 1 away. In comes Garland now. Now, Judy is batting .231 this season in a slump. And he's going to face a 3-1 pitch. And ground it to Namala. That should be easy enough. It is. That is 2 away. And it is Matteo Nelson. Or Matthew Nelson. I always felt you got to say bless you at the end of Matthew. Oh, hero week. Alright, he's batting .311 this season. It's a 2-2 pitch. 2 out, none on. And a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 8th to bat for hopefully the final time today. And Patterson will face the new man, Walston, on the mound, who has an ERA of 4.95. Patterson yet to get on base today. It is a 2-1 pitch. And Patterson sends one straight up into foul territory where he will be caught by the first baseman. 1 away. In comes Dela Cruz, 2 for 3 with a massive home run last time up, of course. A 1-2 pitch. Forgets to swing. That he's probably still telling the catcher about how good he hit it last time and how he should have won that matchup. McQuaid, a 2-2 pitch. And McQuaid fouls another one off there. He'll be caught by the catcher. And I don't know what that noise was. Anyway, computer's all over the shop today. It is Dano now to lead them off. He's going to face the new man, Montano, looking for save number 43 or something of the season. It's a 1-2 pitch. We have a 1-run lead. And he is 0 for 3, and he'll be 0 for 4. But he wins the matchup against Dela Cruz. Stupid game. Alright, 1 down. Retta comes in now. He's 0 for 2. It's a first pitch swing. It's into centre field, and De Leon can only field it on the bounce. So tying run is aboard. 1 out, 1 on for Yerzy, who is 0 for 3. A full count. Oh, and it's a strikeout for Montano. Excellent stuff. 2 down. They're down to their final out. Are we about to win our first ever divisional title? It's a 2-2 pitch. And that should be that. Ramirez has it over to first. And finally, at the 8th attempt, we are NL Central champions. Oh, that took a while, didn't it? So there we go, X marks the spot. We have done it. We have finally won. And it's nice to do it against the Reds too, of course. That magical season that we had where they got us on head-to-head, where we were tied for the best record in baseball. So it's very, very nice to do that. It would be very nice as well if we could go and win 100 games. I think we have 6 games left, don't we? 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got to win 6 of our last 9 to get to the 100 win mark. Doable. But most of those are away from home, so we'll have to wait and see. This will be final call for MVP nominations, so make sure, actually no, well, kind of final call. So make sure that you let me know who you think has been our MVP this season. And yeah, I will see you next time for Game 1. Never mind a wild card, it'll be Game 1 of the NLDS, and if we lose that series, I'm going to be slightly annoyed, I've got to say. You can see here too, I meant to point out Cooper Pratt, 2 weeks away from coming back. He should be fine. He should be fine by the time we get to that series, so that will be big news for us. But let me know what you think of Giordano. I think, given that we can't afford to keep Peter Crow anyway, he's not a bad replacement to have coming in, is he? So, yeah, we'll hope for the best for him. But that's for next season. This season, we are NL East. No, we're not. We're NL Central champions. Take care.